What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you if I believe you will regret purchasing your first rental property. Now, I'm going to do this by giving you the rundown on how I went about purchasing my first property and the things that I would do differently if I could go back and do it all over again. And I hope that that will give you some insight on when will be the best time for you to purchase your first investment property. I'm still doing a giveaway at 500 subscribers where I'm picking one of you to walk through your first rental property purchase. I'm going to give you my lender, my real estate agent, and I'm going to help you run the numbers on your first property so you know it's a killer deal. So if that is something you're interested in, smash the subscribe button down below and let's get right into the video. Now let's rewind back to whenever I purchased this duplex in July of this year. I had to save up relentlessly for 6 months to be able to get into this first property. And at that time, I felt like I was on top of the world and like I was on the right path. I was grinding on YouTube. I had a consistent workout routine, and I was reading books and listening to podcasts to figure everything out that I could about real estate. And by doing this, I thought after purchasing this property, all aspects of my life would keep going up. And in that sense, I was wrong, because buying a property at 21 years old carries a certain weight to it, especially if you've never done any renovations or any work yourself. The first mistake I made was thinking that I could get everything renovated and completed within 1 to 2 months of purchasing the property. It ended up taking 3.5 months to renovate the property and get everything in order. During those 3.5 months, the renovation work and the day-to-day tasks kept getting overwhelming. And to anybody that has renovated your own rental property, behind every nook and crevice, there's something else and another problem waiting to be solved. And after the 3.5 month rehab, it took me another 1.5 months to find the right tenant to go into the property. So before I knew it, I was 5 months into renovations and finding a tenant for my property, a lot longer than the 1 to 2 months that I had expected. And during those 5 months, I was letting the stress of the rehab and the stress of finding the right tenant for my property affect all other progress that I had going in my life. And that was leading to me feeling unhappy and unsatisfied, and I couldn't figure out why. And honestly, I should have felt on top of the world, right? I got all the rehab done, I got the tenant in the property, and at that point, I thought that all my stress and anxiety should go away and I should start feeling back on track, especially since the numbers were fantastic on the property. I got a sweet tenant in there with no complaints and that's paying the rent on time, but just something wasn't sitting right with me. And now I think I realized what that problem was. I wasn't unhappy because of all the time it took to get the house done. I wasn't unhappy because of the stress that it took to complete the project. I was unhappy because I started slacking in all the other aspects that I wanted to be successful in my life, like with my health, with my YouTube channel, on top of my real estate journey. I was continually stressed about my future because I wasn't taking daily action to reach those goals. I went from working out consistently for 5 days a week to maybe working out once or twice a month. And with my YouTube channel, I haven't posted a video in the last 7 months since I started my real estate journey. Subconsciously, I was using the excuse and the stress of the property to not take action on all the other aspects of my life that I wanted to be successful in. I used excuse after excuse to not get back into the gym and to not take action recording my YouTube videos, and that led to my ultimate unhappiness. So do I regret buying my first rental property? No way. What I truly regret is letting all other aspects that I wanted to be successful in take a hit during the process. And so do I think you'll regret buying your first rental property? No way. But if you let other aspects in your life take a hit, as I did, you're going to be feeling a feeling of regret and unsatisfaction and not really figure out why you're feeling that way. And then that causes stress day in and day out. So what's something that you can do differently is the first thing I would do is make sure you save up enough money to get into your first property to where if you haven't done any of the work by yourself, go ahead and hire that out and get that renovation process completed quickly. The contractor that you hire should be able to get your work completed within the time frame that you give them, whether it's the 1 to 2 months that I started out thinking I would complete mine in, or whatever time frame you have in your head, they should be able to get that done. If you save up for that renovation work an extra month on the front end, it's going to save you an extra 3 to 4 months work of renovation on the back end. And that's going to save you the daily stress and headache of doing the work by yourself. And by doing that, It would have allowed me to continue making YouTube videos and to continue working on my health, all while overseeing the project that was going on at the property. And that will allow you and would have allowed me to continue working on the goals that we wanted to achieve, all while knowing that everything is going a-okay on your investment portfolio. So if you're like me and you like working out or being healthy or whatever hobbies that you like to do, you need to make sure you allow yourself to have the time to do that during the process of buying your property. It is way more important to be happy after the process is done and to feel like you have grown in all aspects of your life than to feel like you took one step forward by completing the property, but also 2 steps backwards because you gave up on all your other goals during the process. So do I regret purchasing my first property? Hell no. It's a cash flowing machine that's going to take care of me and my family with passive income for the rest of our lives. The only thing that I would suggest for you and I is that we don't lose ourselves along the way and during the process. We still need to achieve all the goals that we set out to do and accomplish in every aspect of our lives, not just in real estate investing. For me, if I was still creating YouTube videos and still working out, I truly believe within those 7 months, I would have found true joy and be able to enjoy the process a lot more along the way. And being happy and allowing yourself to take the time to be happy is truly the ultimate goal on any endeavor that you set out to do in your life. Now we have the tenant sweeping next door, and that might be a little bit of a negative when trying to record your YouTube videos in half of a duplex, but I'm ending the video here. Now I hope you found something valuable to take away from this video and help you when you take on that journey of buying your first investment property. Ultimately, real estate investing should be fun, and you should feel satisfied after going out and accomplishing those goals. And the only way to do that is by not losing sight of what makes you happy during the process. And at 500 subscribers, if you made it this far, I'm still doing a giveaway and picking one person to completely walk through their first rental property. I'm gonna give you your lender, I'm gonna give you my real estate agent, and I'm gonna help you run the numbers on your first property to make sure that it's a killer deal. And the only way to enter that is to subscribe down below, smash the like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.